We're good.
Yo, who would ride with us? Rivals fighting five of us. Bitches slide with us. My dick is harder than elephant ivory tusk. Baphomet bison, bite the dust. Slime and trust, life for lust. Tyson fighting knife, slicing guts. Sniffing cyber dust. Filling their mind with their hatred and jealousy. Throwing the buggers like with the elephant. Rockin' and Eric. Got my melody up in the melody. They telling me never forget them. I send them to heaven. I win independent position. I've been in again and again. And I'm ruling the throne. It'll never be ending. The message and lesson I'm sending is killing civilians in Yemen. The bigger they're spending, the people pretending to feed them with speeches. It's people offending the weapon possession. The Second Amendment is me on back bitches. Give the gab backalicious. You could watch that Harry Potter Radcliffe rap this shit. Like when I got a drop and it's hip hop and it don't stop with the whole block and the whole hot. Do the windmill, do the wop, do the robot. Flow high, never go pop. Two shots, so sock, digging a dick in a nun. Could blow cock at the church, Pope and the dick soft. The white flame like train, James Brown, but the bitch be riding my dick like Greyhound. I ain't playing with no gimmick when they thinking every minute and I take it to the limit and even when I'm in it, when I'm making it.
Welcome to the Esober Elitists, everybody. We are live. Intro courtesy of Ari the Rugged Man. Sober, how you doing this week, bud?
Doing good, doing good. Got a little South Park action going on in the background here.
So I guess that's what you're gonna be doing for the show on the Twitch there. You're gonna be running that South Park game.
Yeah, I gotta see what happens. I've heard some good things.
Listen, have no fear. All right, have no fear. Esso and Sober are here. All right, we are here to run the shit tonight. We have no guests lined up for tonight, by design. I just feel like I feel like we keep breaking up the band. You know what I mean? Like I've been unavailable, and then guys have graciously come in and filled in for me, and we thank you all for doing that. But look, we're elitists, okay? And this is our fucking show. And we're just going to run it this week. That's what we're going to do. You and me, man.
Yeah, I'm bringing back the old school. Just two people. Should be fun.
Someone said it today, too. They were like, have you ever done a show with absolutely no guests? And I was like, no, I don't think so. I think, like, our first show, we had Chewy on, and we didn't bring him on until, like...
yeah,
we, forgot he was in there almost. Sorry, Chew. But, yeah, we, brought him on at, half an hour or so into it, and then we ended it 20 minutes later. So anyways, we are here. Welcome. And here's what we're going to tackle first. I want to thank the Thursday Throwdown guys who had another great show last night for leaving us some material, because that's one of my huge fucking pet peeves, is being the last show and having nothing to talk about. So I approached Daly. I said, listen, you got to leave me the big trade. Me and Sober gotta break that down. That's gotta be a thing, because that's a humongous trade, and we appreciate the Throwdown guys leaving us this. This is some good juicy shit. So what was the trade, Sober? We had Magzilla and D-Mart making a big blockbuster.
Yeah, that was the
which saw
Luca. God, you probably have it pulled up already, don't you?
I don't have it pulled up. That's okay, though. You saw Stealth Luca D and Nexus. It was Stealth Luca D and Nexus. Goes to the Peninsula Pirates, okay? In exchange gets Jophus and Hugh Laurie. Now, what's your initial reaction when you hear that? Okay, that's the trade with those two specific teams and those two specific captains.
I guess my first thing on it is why. Why would Mags trade Luca? Would be one. And then I guess it's just straight up why. I don't get it. I don't get. Besides getting Jophus back in view with him, that'd be.
Well, here's what we know, right? We know Jophus is Mag's guy. We know that. And I'm pretty sure to a certain extent, Huge Larry, Goldencock, Hugh Laurie is also one of his guys. I'm fine with that. I get that. And I'm not hung up on the talent either. The talent's comparable. Jophus went in the first round, as he should. He's an elite player. I have no issue there. Hugh Laurie, I don't know if he does go in the first round ever. It doesn't really matter where they're picked. I'm not really concerned about that. It's just what you're getting what you're given, and where they're going to. Okay, so Mags, and I love Mags, and Mags is a big fan of the show. Here's where my thought process on this whole thing was. You traded Luca, who is highly regarded as probably the best center in the league, if not 1A, 1B, whatever. And now you fed him to D-Mart, okay, who we
Hmm.
all agree is the best player in the league, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a
You've
pretty
got, so,
stunning statement there. That's my other thing on the
I
whole why. It's like why, just why, you know? Here,
it's
take,
where he went, right?
yeah.
If D-Mart wasn't the captain of the Peninsula Pirates, let's say Pale was, for instance,
Hmm.
I don't even really question the trade. I say, okay, maybe so and so made out, but everyone values everybody differently. Everybody knows that. Yada yada yada. You gave him to D-Mart, man. Now it's the Luca D-Mart show. And by the way, I haven't even talked about Nexus yet. However, they're fighting each other in the standings. They're right there. They're right next to each other. Mags has to know that Luca makes D-Mart that much better. He has to know that.
Hmm.
Um, and that is no diss to Hugh Laurie. It's look, Luca's Luca, and I blow Luca all the time. I think he's the guy I want to play like. I want to play like Luca. Like that's who I want to model my game after.
I want to be like
Um,
Luca.
I do. I really do. I'm not there, but I'd love to get there, man. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about it. Like I just think that if you're fighting a team in the standings and you know you're going to make the other team better, even if you think it helps you a little bit in certain areas, I think Dmart won this trade. I don't think he grossly won it because, like I said, I'm a huge Jofus fan, by the way. Just the few games I've played with him, he reads the plays as far as being an offensive defenseman. He's always ready to shoot. He's ready to accept the pass and get rid of it quickly. Smart defensively. Um, he's in that A grade in every category on D. So he's replacing Nexus, and I just think the talent drop off there between Nexus and Jofus, is it large enough to move Luca? I don't. I'm not sure.
I
Jofus
don't
is,
think so.
I think, a better overall player. Yes, I agree that
Yep.
than Nexus, but that's no shot at Nexus. Jofus is just that elite level D man. Okay, so I mean, what do you think, man? As far as especially them in the standings where they are.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of is like you said, it is boys for boys. I mean, Luca and Mags go way back too, but I I think him and Jofus they have played together quite a bit already in this game. Well, in 239 period. Um,
Yep.
I think he just feels more comfortable with the Jofus factor with him.
Mm-hmm.
But God, and no slight against you, but I mean that's a considerable drop between Hugh and Luca. Um,
It's. I mean, Luca's Luca. If
yep.
this was, I'm trying to think of an example of a center that is a really good center, but not quite worthy of being picked first overall every year. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
If this was like a whatever, even myself, or maybe like a BCO, or I don't know, name your center, okay? Like then I probably wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, man, but it's Luca. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm hung up on it, and maybe I just can't get past that fact. But look, McGilla is getting back a top center in Hugh
Hmm.
Laurie. He's not the top center, but he is a top center. Um,
Well,
we'll
so
see how
who
it works out, man. I just think D might won this one.
now who does that leave Mags with as Ford? So you got Hugh and because he did have Saney, he traded Saney away, so it's Hugh and who?
Yeah. Well, he just traded for Murph, was it? Shit, I have to look. I don't want to be wrong.
Right.
There was a lot of movement going on last week, and I want to say no, because Desired Customs traded Murph for Edge, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's true. Yeah, they have Murph. So it's going to be Hugh Laurie, Murph, and shit. What is wrong with me right now? You're gonna make me pull up the site. I pride
Yes.
myself on not fucking needing to
Yeah.
do that,
Pull that
but
shit up.
apparently I'm gonna need to do that. It's embarrassing. Well, good. Talk about something while I do that. That sucks.
Oh, I was gonna do some fucking like background music for you or something. You know, like the Jeopardy theme
Hit the
some
Jeopardy
shit.
music if you got it, man. That's fucking terrible. Yeah, let's click the league rosters here.
There
I'm
you go.
sorry to whoever this is that I can't
Is
fucking
that shit
think.
fucking updated? You gotta get in there. And
It should be. It should be updated. Let's see. Where are the damn dirty apes, man? There they are. Yeah, Murph, Hugh Laurie. It says Wizzy War.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Okay. And Wizzy, I'm pretty sure Wizzy's having a decent season. I'll be interested
And
to see how Hugh Laurie and Murph work
mhm.
more than anything. Um, Hugh Laurie likes to drive the net, and that's kind of rare for a center, but he likes to drive the net and pick up those greasy goals. Murph likes the puck on his stick. He likes to dangle around, wait for an opening, maybe drive the net, take a shot, and maybe those two boys can cause some havoc over there. Obviously, and oh, don't forget, I don't know if Jofus is eligible to play up, but it's an option for him because I'm pretty sure he's got all the way as well.
Oh yeah,
Magilla.
yeah. I'm pretty sure he is Russ also. But I think he was
Yeah.
actually using Russ as a goalie the other night.
Yeah, I think so too. But Lime plays goalie for him normally.
True. True.
Yeah. I don't
Hmm.
know, man. All I can tell you is that it's one of those trades, man, and you just look at it and
He kind of do
time will
just
tell.
question marks. Like wonder how
Yeah.
it's gonna
Well,
turn out.
my team putting it in, we play them first. We play them Sunday. We rescheduled. We were gonna play Monday, but we get the first look at Mart Luca. So that'll be a
Good
good
luck.
test for us, and we'll see. Yeah, we'll need it, man.
Hey, is
That's
that the
gonna be a
second time
team.
you had to play Luca in the dot too?
Yep, sure is. Whatever, dude. I just played Shock. It can't be worse than that. It can't be. I mean,
I didn't even see it. I heard you talking about it though.
oh, misery. Absolute misery. Trying to beat Shock. It's funny because I had my chest all puffed out. I was like, yeah, after game one, we win the game. I beat him 11-7 on the circle. And I'm like, look at me. And then he proceeded in the next game to go like,
Shit.
literally, it was like 20 some, it was like 20 something to 6. And I was vomiting. I couldn't, yeah, I'm not going to relive that. Um, so listen, if anyone has any input on that trade, you throw it in the chat box. If you're listening, we'll check it out. Um, if you want to hear any more commentary on that, but fuck sober, man. What do you think about the T-shirt shit that was going on? They talked about it last night.
Yeah, yeah. You know, we did this previously in a different league, and I think Flanny still has like 4 closets full of old merchandise from. He kind of went head over heels into it. Um,
Yeah.
so I think he could switch shirts every day if he wanted to, and not have to ever buy another shirt. The rest of his life, probably.
Well, here's the we won't yeah and we won't kill this topic too much. I know it was already talked about, but I want to thank Dominator Silva especially. Love him or hate him, this is a guy who this year he's not having a great year. Okay, his number one fucking pick bailed on him, dicked out. He's tried to make a bunch of trades to try and fix something. It's just not happening for Greendale right now, and it's really easy when you're in a situation like that. You lose your number one pick. The season's not going well. It's so easy to just tune out and wait for next season. Not this guy. This guy's still in there. He's still in the captain's threads. He's still doing all this stuff. And now he's taking the bull by the horns and designing these T-shirts. Um, fucking shout out to Dominator Silva, man. Those are the kind of guys we want to breed here in 239. Like I say, man, sober, you know what it's like. You start losing, and it's so easy to just eh, I'll just not do anything for the next 3 weeks till it's over, and we'll try again next season. And he's not that type of guy, so hats off to him. He's really putting his shit in.
I do like our shirt. Um, the little design that
I
he had
do.
for ours. It's kind of
I
just
like
basic,
it.
but it's good. And then I even mentioned to him, I'm like, you should throw up a white one with red and black lettering, so you have two different options.
I, yeah. So the thing with the shirts, right? So
Mm-hmm.
from what I'm understanding, you got to order these things in bulk to get
Mm-hmm.
good prices.
Yep.
So let's say you order 25. It's going to be the same. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to have 25 people, first of all, that want in a sober shirt, right?
Well, that's a
And
given. I mean,
then,
fuck.
is it? I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
if it is.
Oh
I
yeah.
hope it is. That means we're doing our job.
Fucking buy our shirt,
That means people
assholes.
want to support the site and support the show. Yeah, I don't think Legion's going to be buying one anytime soon, but
Oh,
there's still like 80, 90 other people in the league that might spring for one. I personally, of the three that Dom put out there, I'm going to buy all three. I already gave my money away. That's a thing.
what
But
does your
as
wife
far as
think of
having like
that?
different
If she
colors and stuff goes,
gives you shit about doing a fucking show and all of a sudden you're wearing a Thursday Throwdown
oh,
shirt, like,
I don't even think she'd notice. That would suggest she looks at me. You know what I mean? So I
yeah,
don't
yeah, I know how
I
that
just I don't
goes.
see it being a problem. It's
My wife earlier told me
whatever.
that she missed me. I'm like, what? You're home? She goes, yeah, I know, but I haven't seen you much, so I just thought I'd tell you I missed you.
Well,
I
that
missed you
was
yesterday
nice.
too, and I'm like, wow, okay, this it like caught me off guard. I didn't even know how to fucking react, so I just went back down to my hole and fucking got on here and do the show. Like, fuck
Hold on. So the old lady tell let me analyze that real quick. I
yeah.
bet you didn't know you were getting life advice here on the Esober Elitists show too. So your old lady tells you she misses you,
hmm
and you're like, "Wow, I'm gonna go do this show real quick."
Yeah, pretty
All
much.
right.
Like,
Well,
I
this
kind
is
of
this
sat,
is why you're not getting laid tonight.
I stood there for a second. I'm like, did that really just come out of her mouth? And so I had asked her, I'm like, what did you just say? And she responded, I'm like, huh, well, thank you. And I just walked back downstairs to do the show. Like, I don't know.
Hey man, that's fine.
God, you got fucking important things to do, right?
Yeah, yeah, man. We got T-shirts to sell. So anyway, yeah, like hit back on that. So we were talking, and like if you order 25 of the things, it gets the price way down. It gets it so that we're able to like get these things and sell them to people shipped, at a price of like hopefully around $15. And that's like including shipping. That's a pretty good, it's a pretty good steal. Plus, if you're ordering more than one, the shipping will definitely be no problem. You just stuff more into a fucking bag and call it. Um, so there's that. But I'm excited for once these main ones. It was kind of decided like we're gonna do like a regular 239. You saw everybody on there pitching in their ideas and stuff on the site today. Change the logo, put it here, and that was all good shit. So Dom was able to work with that and get one that kind of appealed to everybody a little bit more than the original one they threw out there with the state of Florida.
Mm.
So we'll have like the two main media shows that started with their shirts, the regular 239 out. Throw those out first. We'll see how it goes, and then you move on. You move on, and then like Daly was talking about, release like maybe three a year, maybe more if it goes better. Who knows? But you keep it low, like three a year. And like, hey, look, who wants to buy the fucking DMart stem cell research T-shirt? Who wants to buy the, Welcome to the Island Daily, pack it up, drug monkey, fucking drunk puck sober shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things you can do with this that would be fun, and I'll tell you right now, sober, I'll buy every one. I don't care. I don't even care if it's an ability shirt. I'll even buy an ability shirt.
Uh, was that going to
Yeah.
be that he is Hansel Roberto?
Yes. Absolutely. Pretty much, yeah. I can't see it being anything else. Uh, get a Brick City shirt. I mean, it goes on and on. You could just go with it forever. And there's a lot of creative guys in this league, dude, and girls
Yeah, you
that
can't forget the girls.
that'll definitely have their hat. No, oh, they'll. Oh my God, how many Kayla shirts would Dom buy?
Oh God, he'd fucking wallpaper it with in his room, just fucking all Kayla shirts, just fucking one wall like a monument. You know, he'd fucking.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. He'd do it. He's gonna do it. I'll take 20 in case I want to wear it more than once.
Done deal. Jack it up.
Yep.
Why the fuck are we
So, anyways,
constantly
yeah.
out of
Well,
those shirts?
by the way, Ability just hit me up. If I order an Esober shirt, will it show up?
Yeah. See,
Yes,
he posted
Ability.
that. He posted that shit in the Twitch feed chat. It's just like I don't even know if I even want to regard that because I mean he's on a show and the fucking host of that show barely ever shows up. So like, what the hell is he talking about?
Well, listen, Agent. I know Agent might be listening.
Oh, Agent's already hit me up too. He wants to know if we want him on the show.
Yeah, he wanted to
Rewind the
come on
show.
in and you know what? I'd like to hear from Agent.
I was just gonna tell him rewind the show,
So-
listen to the first 2 minutes, and you can figure it out.
We can get him in here. We can get him
Yeah.
in here for a little jibber jabber
All right, you boot him when you're ready.
if he decides to come in. Yeah, I'm gonna take care of it as soon as I'm all set with him. You ever see my cousin Vinny? I got no more use for this guy. Yeah. When he's done questioning people, I'm done with this guy. Well, anyways, Agent may or may not be on his way. That's neither here nor there. We're gonna move on to the next. What is the next? What do you want to hit next? You want to hit? I kind of wanted to hit on. Oh, there he is. Welcome,
Oh,
welcome, Agent.
How's it going, gentlemen?
Oh, we're just doing lovely, and welcome to the show.
you check your box and all that good.
This
shit.
is
I checked my box.
Yes, you
Lovely.
gotta check the box. I mean, you can't let the box.
Remember when Shaw came on the show and he had to do like 10 sentences over because he didn't have the box checked?
Oh my god.
Brutal. All right, now that you're here, I want to touch on B Crips. That's what I want to touch on. He literally has a shutout against every fucking team he's played. He's shut out every team. That's unprecedented. Is
Shut us
that
out
fair to
twice.
say?
It's fucking insane.
It's fucking nuts, man. I still can't believe it. I mean, I don't know if the guy's gonna be able to get his helmet off here in the next week or so.
Oh,
He's always.
Yeah, how many's he
always
got?
Always been a good.
At
goalie.
least 8, 9. I think he has more. If you add up every other goalies in the league, he still has more than all those. I think it was like 8 or 9 last I looked.
listen. This shit is unprecedented. Okay? And like I don't know B Crips well. I played a few games with him, like pickup games, and he seems like a really cool guy and he was pretty funny and stuff. I've heard that he can be a shit talker. And you know what? Shit talk away, man. Just shit talk away. You're shutting every team out. We all know that the Hut Heroes have a great D. Everybody knows that. Okay, there's no secret. You got Sea-Doo out there. You got Marty McFly playing the amazing two-way game. It's just, I don't care. This game is so fickle. Agent, how many times have you seen a fucking turd in the course of a regular game? 5-minute
Plenty.
periods.
I mean,
regular
I mean, my own team, dude. Everybody knows I love talking about my team, but Shotgun has one shutout this season, and he should have. I would honestly say we've had a minimum of 4, let up 1 goal in a game, 4 games, and he should have had shutout in over half of those yet. 2, 3 of them should have been shutouts. Just dumb little stuff, where you can't cover a puck, or you just get rebound after rebound after rebound thrown at you, and finally they get a dumpster goal. Some of that stuff that is what it's so frustrating in this game. Or the tips. Like if you get if somebody gets solid tape on a shot and it gets tipped, it's a goal like every time. It's crazy. It's really frustrating. I don't think I could play goalie, man. It's such a frustrating position.
And sober, having
Hmm.
said that, as Daly would say,
Hmm.
how much more impressive is it? Like it's at some point where you say, "Oh, he must be getting lucky." You know how people say like, "Oh yeah, they got all the breaks." They got. Sometimes you make your own breaks, dude. And at some point, when you've shut out every team, there's no more excuses. Like you have to
He
just,
has 10 if you're curious.
dude. He has more
Yeah.
shutouts than we have wins.
So when we played against him, I mean the easiest way to say it is he very very rarely for a goalie it's really hard not to, but he never gets out of position. He's always in the crease. He's always and his movements like for a cross crease one timer. I had a perfect cross crease on my I was playing right wing, easy tap in. I went fucking low post, and somehow he still got over. He didn't even go into the butterfly. He anticipated it. It wasn't like he slid way over really fast. He didn't like overread it. He just naturally just moved over. It was like, oh my god, what are you gonna do? like it, his movements is just clean. There's no hiccups.
Hmm.
It's
Again, man.
extremely frustrating as a skater trying to beat a goalie that's playing like that. It's damn near impossible.
And I do you any you probably aren't going to off the top of your head. Any clue who they play next? I can look it up. I'll look it up. I'll look
Yeah,
at the
you better look
schedule.
it up.
I can look. I already have the schedule pulled up.
Oh, look at this
Yeah,
guy. He's
see
more
who they
prepared
play
than
next
we
week.
are. Jesus Christ.
Who they play next week, you said?
Yeah, well, this week's over.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It is
Yeah.
Friday.
Good talk.
I'm thinking now I'm on a show. I'm like, it's only Thursday.
Yeah.
They
No.
play Chew.
They play.
Chew.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep.
Ah,
Sorry.
thank you, Chelsea.
So they play Chew Therapy's team. Um, what are you thanking Chelsea for?
No, she told me they play Chew.
Yep. And then they play It's a
Oh.
Trap.
Oh my God. Okay, so listen, guys, on the Sunnydale Slayers, and it's a trap. Look, I don't think anyone. I'm not saying you can't win the series. Anybody can beat anybody. First and foremost, let me get that out of the way. I don't think you already saw the Rejects beat Sunnydale. You already saw that. We've seen plenty of upsets. So I'm not saying you can't win the series. Here's my challenge. Don't let this guy shut you out. That's the challenge. Do whatever it takes to score a goal in every game you play him. I don't. That's this guy. If he goes the whole season at this rate and he keeps getting shutouts against every team he plays, I believe he has the right to literally drag his nuts across everyone's face. Like he's earned that.
Mushroom stamp him. Well, I mean, if you look at it
Yeah.
that way, if the way he's putting them up, he should be a guaranteed 2 shutouts per 7-game series if it ever comes to that. That's 2 guaranteed wins for your team in a 7-game set come playoffs too. If he
Yep.
sticks with his pace he's at.
And judging, and again, I'm not going to go look at who the Hut Heroes
His
have played.
toughest week's coming up at the end, so.
I was going to say, but like if this week he's got Sunnydale and it's a trap, okay, that means he's already played a bunch of higher tier teams. He's probably already played. Have you guys played him? You did, right? You
I have not.
agent.
You guys playing
Okay, you
last
haven't.
week, as do I. We're
Okay,
Marty's last
so
game of the
that's-
season.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you, man. This goes out to Pale. This goes out to Chewy. If you guys are listening, fucking challenge. That's your challenge. Don't get shut out. Don't worry. I'm not even talking about winning the series.
That's harder too than that might actually be harder than winning the series because not to get shut out. Are you talking every game or just where you don't want them to
Dude,
get any shutouts?
I'm just saying, you could lose all 3 games, but lose them like 4-1. Lose them 3-1. Get a goal somehow.
Somebody like switch that
Just
motherfucker. What?
Yeah, figure out a way. Oh my God! I just got a message, man.
Oh
That's
Jesus.
yeah, my favorite, one of my favorites, man. Swagger. He wants us to talk about power play goals.
Yeah.
Agent, you want to
Oh
handle
my
this one? Is
God!
there?
If I see that in the
Yeah.
fucking chat one more goddamn time, fuck, I saw it 3 times in like 2 hours, dude.
Well, and I'm telling you, man, these people are impatient too. It's like if they put it in the Twitch chat, and I don't mention it right away, all of a sudden fucking Esso's getting messages like, Jesus Christ, man, maybe I don't want to talk about your power play goals. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there any reason he'd want to talk about power play goals? Something tells me, without looking, he probably leads the league in them.
Possibly.
Well, Swag, here you go. Here's your airtime, man. Congrats on leading the league in power play goals. Now go win some series and don't let B-Crip shut you out. Thanks.
I mean, shit. If we want to go that route, I should scroll back. Sani wanted to talk about how baby Yambag is for all the shit that he said in the chat
Bait.
box earlier. Yeah, Yambag's
Yeah,
a
but
baby.
yeah, but I was right there. Okay, I was gonna leave that alone, and I plan on leaving that alone. I think
Steer clear.
85.
What?
Yeah, I think 85% of the league, if not more, doesn't agree with him. They don't think it's cool to go out there and fucking drum that team. But whatever, some
No.
people get it, some people don't. I'll leave it at that. He obviously doesn't. It's what it is. I don't think Yam's a baby for it. I was there with him along with fucking 20 plus other people. It's
I was too. I mean,
they're in the minority.
Sani is just Sani. It's kind of like the Legion thing. Legion throws out racist comments here and there. He wishes ass cancer on people. Sani has been one of those people all this time through many different leagues that finds ways to take advantage of parts of the game, and then on top of it, he is a ruthless motherfucker. He doesn't care if it's fucking 20 to
You know
1.
what? Sober?
That's what he
Seriously,
wants.
it's totally cool. This is the place for a guy like him. Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I just felt that in this unique situation, when you had a team constructed like that, it ain't the way to go about it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
And he's, by the
I've
way,
been
he's
there.
not alone. They're
Yeah,
not the only team that's done it. I just want to throw
yeah.
it out there. They are not the only team that's done it. So,
And I've
and
been there
after, I'll
too.
just leave it at that, and that's it.
I've been there too in like Saints position in a different league. I took a team out, drafted people. I wasn't even gonna play in the league that season, and I got asked. I took a undrafted team, and I had the same shit happen. Two of my goalies fucking quit playing goalie. They wouldn't play goalie for me anymore. So that put me in
That's what
net.
I'm saying.
I never played net, and I was getting fucking throttled. I didn't know what to do. I was like, shit. What do you
It's
do?
really easy, Sober, if you're a top tier player, to take his position on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's really easy. If you're not, and look at the
Well, I
guys that
think you
were
saw
on.
it in the
Dude,
chat.
Devil.
I'm on the team, okay? I think you saw it on the in
Hmm.
the chat. A tree, another top end
Yep.
player. He's a good defenseman.
Yep.
And
Yep.
I will attest to that 100%. And the dude likes to talk his shit, but he also doesn't.
Hmm.
I mean, if he loses, he stops. Like he doesn't continue to chirp. Oh, you got lucky. He is a guy known for
Yeah.
that, I think, a little bit. But this season, I've seen him chirp and chirp, chirp. When he lost, he ended it. He didn't continue. But he had the same
Hmm.
mindset as Sani is. Hey, if you guys want to play, you want to play, and you're gonna play everybody at their best. And
I
there's
get
people
it.
on that
I
team
do.
that agree with his mindset, but not everybody. It's all in a person's personal opinion on the way they view it. I talked to a couple players on that team that said, I was like, what do you want us to do? Because do you want us to play like we normally play, or do you want us to, let up a little bit? And both the two that I talked to did not want us to do that because their response was, how do you get any better if you're not playing against top competition? So
I agree. I get it. I do. I'm not trying to take both sides of the fence, but I get it. I don't know. It's just
I
I just
think
thought
there
that in
might have
this
been a
one
couple
case.
things that are said too after the fact by I don't even know who said it or who did it or if there was anybody that said it or did it, but to come in and start
just blame it on
clamoring
me.
for
It's
your,
okay.
no, agent, that's all good. To come in and start clamoring for your stats to get pushed because you want to see your fucking stats blow up for shit stomping a team. That gets a little little
You know what? If you did it,
showing
if
them
you
up.
did it against Drug Monkey, if you did it against Sea-Doo, if you did it against Daly, sure, I get it. But you
Yeah.
didn't. I mean, I don't know how much glory is in that. I don't know. Whatever, dude. I'm really over the topic, to be honest with you. And Agent, I told you before. There's like, I didn't even plan on touching on it, but if somebody wanted to bring it up, I mean, it's whatever. It's over. I mean, like, no one
I
holds
love
any
when you
ill
get
will
rattled.
towards these guys or anything. Like, no one's like angry at them. It's just like it was just one of those. Come on, man. Come on. It was just one of those moments. That's all. It's just whatever. That's the beauty of this league. It's one of the best parts about this league. You can come and you can play your game and not worry about getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? There was just a fine line, and in this scenario, many people thought it was a little much. That's all. That's all there is to it. People are going to be different. That's the way it
People
is.
are gonna
You know.
disagree, just like the Legion thing. I think you called it to a T.
Exactly. Yep. That's all it is. And no
Okay, move
one's
on.
no one's emo. You know.
I'm
Again,
fucking
here's
emo.
one
Fuck
last thing
you.
about this thing. Oh, you're always emo. You're more emo than me. Here's the last thing that I'll touch on that. We've already had people pwned off that team because they couldn't take it. They just
Yep.
couldn't take it anymore. You know, and I'm talking NJ Devil. That guy was a pretty good goalie. I think everyone thinks that, right? I mean, he did go undrafted, but this was a weird draft with a ton of goalies.
I think it was
He
because
went
more people didn't
undrafted.
know him than anything.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that the people, you know, I don't know. He kind of, I think he's in Brick City's crew. I'm pretty sure. But I can tell you that Daly was looking to draft Devil before the draft, like when he was talking about who he might take as goalie. Devil was one of the guys. He could have very well ended up on putting it in. He went with 37. But my whole point is, here's a guy that could have been in a completely different scenario, and this Rule 1 shit with him never would have happened. But when you're on a team with a bunch of guys who went undrafted, it's tough. It's really tough. And there were some decent players over there, but sometimes you can't just get on a team like that and expect to win with any regularity. And I think they all knew that going in. You know, the rejects all knew that, but they wanted to play. So again, I don't know. I really think that the whole devil thing's unfortunate. This isn't like a Wolin thing where he fucking literally just dropped all communications and bitched out.
I don't
Like,
know. I don't know what's worse though. To be honest, Wolin just fucking basically said "f you guys" and just disappeared. Well, it sounds like Devil basically told the guys, "Hey, you guys aren't good enough. I'm not gonna play with you now. I'll wait to get drafted again next season." I don't know
yeah, that's a good
what way
point,
would be
man. But
worse. Like, I mean, basically
it's
telling
a
a team that they're
it's a
not
good
good enough
point.
to play on. I mean, that to me is pretty fucking low too. The other
Yeah.
dude just bounced. He didn't give a shit. But Devil is like, oh yeah, I'll just fucking bench myself for the rest of the season, and see what happens next season.
Yeah, and the problem is there is no next season now. And even
Yeah.
like you saw Brick made a post in there, and he was like, "I love you, brother, but I can't
Yep.
save you from this one. You can't do that shit." Like he was spot on. He was 100%
Yep.
right. Like that's not how it works. Like you signed on for this. You knew what it was going to be,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess that was his reasoning was he was going to bench himself because he couldn't take playing it anymore. I don't know. Maybe I just would have stayed waiver if I knew I had that mentality,
I don't.
if
I
I
mean,
had
I
that
understand the
mindset.
losing factor of it. I understand the losing
Hmm.
factor, but I don't. I don't get why he quit. He impressed me just by watching a couple of the games that they were playing. Like that was a guy that was on my radar. If I captain next season, he was automatically on my radar already. Like
Yeah,
he just
because he's
by
a good
watching
goalie.
some games, he made some really good saves. Yeah, I
Some people
I
can't
don't know
take it,
why he
dude.
did.
Some people cannot take it. They cannot take losing. Those people get weeded out. Unfortunately, he was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it is. You know, um, Agent. What do you think about the Rule Ones this year, dude? So we've had Devil Wolin. I think there was one more.
The one was the connection. Who was it? Thanks, buddy. What's
Oh
his name?
yeah, Wiz Khalifa.
Wiz. Yep.
These kind of like, aside from Wolin Rule One himself, like that wasn't even fun. We didn't even get to pwn him. You know what I mean? Uh, and Wiz was kind of like the same thing. Like he tried some shady shit. This is Dank's buddy in real life, I guess.
Yes.
or something like that. Okay. And he tried to pull some shady shit with his connection was so bad that he asked them to bench him and then uh, trade him, see what he can get
That
for him, and
that was
then he'd
disclosed.
quit.
The whole connection thing was disclosed in the trade
Yeah,
talk.
yeah, or something like that. But whatever. Obviously, DJ wasn't having any of that. Uh, DJ is a top-notch, across the board uh, guy. I don't know how else to say it. He's, you
Stand up
know,
guy. Yeah.
yeah, he is. I mean, he'd never do anything to fuck any other captain over or anything like that. So not only did he say no, fuck you, he said fuck you, Yambag, hit him with the fucking bat and call it a day. So listen, these new guys in sober, I want to throw this one to you because you've been doing this a long time.
Mhm.
When you're a captain and you took a chance, actually, this is a good example because you took a chance in season 2 and it worked for you for the most part. When you're a captain and you have some experience and let's say 85% of the league really good, okay? Why, I'm trying to think of Dom's mindset here. Why would you take a chance when you probably don't have to? In other words, yeah, maybe he played with Wolin a few times and maybe he saw what he liked on the ice, but you still don't know Wolin yet. All you see is how he's playing. You don't know him yet. And that's really important, dude. When you're drafting a team, I would take someone with lesser skill first to know my peace of mind. This guy's going to make it the whole year. This guy's not a dirtball. If you wanted to take a chance on a guy like Wolin or like when, any rookie, this is why you saw, like, and by the way, you won't see no Regretskis go where he went again. He's going top 5 for the rest of 239 eternity. But people didn't know him. So he slid down a little bit. I think there's something to be said about that. As far as these guys taking these big risks on these unknowns. Guys that come from LG, guys that come from wherever, without serious backing.
Yeah,
So
see,
my question is, what would you do?
well, so I know what Dom was thinking, and I know he scouted like a motherfucker. So I don't know what per se happened with Mullen, what flipped the script on that shit. Um, but I know Dom felt comfortable enough playing with them so much during the scouting games and everything that it was fine. Um, so like I said, I don't know what happened. For me personally, I tend to lean towards people that I know, or if I draft somebody, and they know the person, because that's the main thing I look for. I look for people that are gonna play, that are gonna be good, but I passed up on some pretty talented people just because I don't like how they are in parties. I don't like the fact that they don't talk during the game. Certain weird shit. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and like say for instance Lamp, the whole reason why I took a chance on him was I had in my mind I was taking a center, and Daly was nice enough to make a statement of all the XPS guys that came over, and I trusted what Daly said. I believe what he said was correct.
The fuck?
Nice.
Oh my God, Agent! You invite someone on the show. Well,
No,
fuck. You might as well
thanks.
just get her on the show
Hey,
then.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead,
yeah,
just
let
get her
me
on the
let
mic.
me
Just get her
comment
the
on
show.
that question though. I do have a comment on that question because I've done it the 2 seasons I've captained. I've done it both times, taking a risk. First time was Swag. He wasn't like he was an unknown player, but he was not a highly liked player in the league. That was very
Nope.
evident that was season 4, I think, because he had
3,
issues
I
a
think.
season prior. 3 maybe. Yeah, 3.
Yeah,
And
I think it
he
was
had
3.
issues season prior to that with whatever else, and I just said I don't give a shit. I'm drafting him because I saw him play and the dude can put in points. That was my mindset at the time, and it worked out. Actually, since then it's been a lot better. I don't know. Maybe I just rubbed off some good karma on him. It must have been that. But I also did it again this season with like Surprise Me. I only played one time with Surprise Me, and I got a recommendation from Pogs. That was it. I had no clue who he was. The guy hardly even talks in a party. But it's working
Mhm.
out. The guy can fucking put the puck in the net, and he knows how to pass and play defense. I mean, that's the
Let me
name
ask
of the
you
game.
this. Let me ask you a follow-up. So you didn't know Surprise Me, correct?
Played 1 or 2 games with him.
Okay, so he is a complete unknown, right?
Mhm.
Now, what if you guys were 5-18 right now? How would he be? Would he still be on the team? Would he still show up? Those are the that's my point. Like, you don't know.
I
And
honestly,
to be fair,
I
you
couldn't
still
tell
don't
you
know.
because I'm not in
Yeah.
this situation. You're right, and also
Yep.
the dude, he's not in my parties. We play series games in league. He's not in the
Yep.
party. He's
Really?
every night during the evening. His wife or girlfriend or whoever works either overnights or works really late.
Mm-hmm.
And he has 2 kids, I think. And he said, if you want to listen to him yelling in the background, I can surely have a mic in. But he still wasn't. He said it's going to be muted all the time. So he's in the party for maybe 1 game a series, and he leaves. Just it don't matter. He has
Yeah.
high hockey IQ, so it doesn't bother me any. And I don't think it would have mattered anyways. He's a pretty stand-up guy. He tells me straightforward, like, hey, I might be late. Can we start 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later? You know, just
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's straightforward, you know, but again, I'm not in that situation of starting
Right.
2-7 or, you know, something like that I couldn't tell you. I don't know.
If you gave me the
I've been
choice,
fortunate enough my 2 seasons captaining to not.
yeah, no, I mean, and again, you agent. The one thing about you is you draft good teams. So I'm more interested in, like, man, imagine if he ended up on It's a Trap, and that was his record right now. Would he still be showing up?
I'd be the
Would he
most
pull a
emo person
Wolin?
on my team, I think.
Okay, but you would still show up. I know this.
Yes.
I know this for a fact. You would not quit. You would show up. You would play it out, and you'd try again next year. Would surprise me. I don't know, and neither do you. The only way you're going to find out is if it happens. So, you know, hopefully he sounds like a good guy. You know, so hopefully that continues.
Well, and you know, I don't want to bring it up either, but I'm going to. Yada, perfect example, was fucking Cass in season 2 or whatever. Signed back up. He went undrafted. Dom was actually going to pick him up, and he said, "Yeah, I'll pass," and he just bounced. That to me is another one of those guys that since he was undrafted, he was anal, and he couldn't fucking put it through his head that he didn't play with anybody, and he took his ball and went home. And I love you.
Sorry.
Long time.
Is this all wife
sober.
talks?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a thing right now.
Tell her you buy her a
What
shirt.
I'm doing to mask it. Here's what I'm doing to mask it. I just came out for a smoke. So no difference. I'm not doing a show right now. I swear. Yeah.
Well then.
So yeah, man, that was the point I wanted to make about all that and the new guys when you're drafting. I mean, and Dom Woolen was his number 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I don't know where you got surprised me, but actually you picked all in a row anyway, didn't you, Agent?
Everything except for Shotgun. I got him in the 4th round.
Okay, so I guess
But
technically
see-
in your case it's kind of a weird draft, but
But see,
you had-
also
if you had
a
taken
reference
him-
from Pogs though,
mm-hmm.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean. So,
And I
so
had played.
Pogs,
I mean, are we back
Show's
live in
back.
action?
Yeah, we're back in live. Fucking bullshit.
Tell
Flames
everybody I
over,
can't make it
everybody.
yet.
Esso's
Your audio
being
should be
grounded by his
included.
woman.
My box was already still checked.
Oh, then I'm good to go.
Yeah, so that wasn't really a Twitch fail. I can't really blame it on Twitch. That was I didn't know how long the free trial for that South Park game was. So I was doing that the whole time, and I guess that ended. So that proceeded to end my Twitch.
Way to go, bud.
All right? Like, fucking A. Give me a counter. Give me a counter or something. Jesus.
I just want to make
Tell
sure.
me 10 minutes left.
Yeah, like.
I just want to make sure my audio is checked.
I'm still gonna blame it on your wife, though. So,
Yeah, it is. You should. Embarrassing. Oh, here we go again.
What else did you guys have on the agenda for this evening?
Hey, you know,
Did you
touching
touch
a
on
few
the
things.
big trade? Did you touch on the big trade?
Yeah, the big trade.
Yeah, that
went
was first on the
through.
docket.
Here I'll pull up
Megs.
Esso's little list. Yeah, I see that fucking guy.
Sober's wife missed him so much she cut the internet out.
Let's see here. Uh-oh. Oh, he just muted himself.
Who did?
Esso.
Just misery.
Oh no!
All right, so let's see here. Here's Esso's list. We went through Luca, the real ones. Yeah, we kind of already explored that topic. I'm not gonna read it. Talked about 239. Talked about Crips. I guess the only thing.
Oh, does that mean we're done? I can leave?
Yeah, I think we're pretty much covered on your list.
Well,
It's a wrap.
I'll leave with this, man. We'll wrap it up with this. I swear to God, if someone doesn't end the shutout streak, emo Tarek's coming out. I get more emo. Yeah, dude, you ever? And now I'm starting to get it, okay? Because we did this thing in well, no, really, we did this thing in Jello time in season 2. We didn't lose a single series. We swept the whole season. We were talking shit all year long in the chat box, just fucking dummying kids, okay? And this is what the Hot Heroes are doing now. And now from the outside looking in, I see it. I see how annoying it is. And
It
keep
is.
it up, Hot Heroes, because that's what you're supposed to do when you're in this position. So,
And the only thing I'll say, the only thing that I noticed that possibly could be a weak point to Crips right now is if you shoot it like directly at him and high and hit him like in the chest area, that puck falls down in front of him, and sometimes he doesn't pick it up. So there's a lot of that loose puck right in front of that net stuff.
well, thanks for telling him that. Now he knows.
Well,
Idiot.
there you go. Maybe it'll take away something else then. Dumb.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Seriously. Stop letting him shut you out. I mean, how many times has he got to flick you in the nuts before you get sick of it? That's where I'm at with it.
Twice.
I'm
And
just salty I haven't had my chance at him yet. That's my honest
you're
feeling.
gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
I know. I'm waiting patiently.
So, yeah.
And the other thing is he has
The
a
first
fucking
team that
strong
does it, man,
deep
they get
pair in
bragging
front of him,
rights.
too. Like, fuck.
Yeah. C-Dub, man. They've been doing the job all year.
Yeah, and then on top of it, you have Marty playing center, so he's notoriously a defensive center too.
Mm-hmm. One of the best.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, man. That's all I got.
All right, well, go get donkey punched in the nuts by your wife.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
That's the
gonna
thing.
go up. I'm
He'll
gonna
just
go
be
up and
he'll
give
just be
mine.
sending it. Don't worry.
I'm gonna go up and give mine a big old hug for missing me.
You should do that, especially if you have any plans on playing drunk puck.
Oh, dude, that's not an issue. She knows my Friday nights are my Friday nights.
Well, all right, man. Thank you, Agent, for popping in. Thanks everybody for
Hey, you bet.
for listening. And a heads up for next week. Next week we will probably not be doing a show. We have Chew Therapy in town. We're doing the whole Del Park thing. So I won't even be in town. We'll be out of state. And let me plug that real quick. And again, anyone in the area, man, and you want to come out, even if you're 2-3 hours away, you feel like making a drive, come on out, man. Saturday, Sunday, we're gonna be down there in the South Jersey area. I don't know the geography. Hit up Yambag or somebody that lives down in that filthy area.
Man, I am
And,
salty. I can't get that Saturday off. I want to go. My old lady even said she'd go, but I can't get the Saturday off.
Well, I don't know what to
Is
tell
she
you,
still
man.
smacking
Hey,
the ass
Berkey
agent?
sent me a picture from Minnesota this morning.
With the snow?
What's that? What was your question?
Yeah.
I said, is she still smacking in the ass agent? Is that like a set play?
No comment.
Yeah,
No
Berkey sent me a
comment.
picture today. He's got snow already.
Yeah,
so do I.
we got pretty down for majority of the day, and then it switched over to rain here. But
Well, you're probably worse. You're up by the cities, where I am. I only got like an inch, so.
yeah, it all melted. But like White Bear, Woodbury-ish area, they got snow that stuck for a while. Like people are making snowmen and shit.
Gross.
Right?
I'm so glad I
Who's
don't
in
live
for
there.
I'd say it's too early for it, but it's that fucking time of year. Yesterday was the first day that I noticed it flipped from being just kind of cold, where it got that brisk feeling. It's like hello winter's here type of feeling. Fuck, I
Yeah,
hate that
depressing
shit.
as ever.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
Brutal. All right, man. Well, we'll talk to you in what? A little 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, yeah, somewhere in there.
2 weeks. What did I
Sounds good.
miss?
Jesus
They
Christ!
just got done telling you what you missed.
Smack your wife in the ass for
Oh,
once, would
I
you?
was-
Fuck.
Oh God.
Probably not the best idea.
Well, at least you know that, right? Shit.
I mean, I probably won't get smacked for it, but I just don't need that attitude in my life right now.
All right. Well, let's wrap this
weeks.
shit up. 2 weeks. If you missed it,
See
listen
y'all
to
in
the
2
show.
weeks. Yeah, please. Which
Yes.
segment? You'll have to. Maybe Hollywood can piece it together for us because
Cut it,
shitty ass
cut
South
off.
Park game quit.
All right. I'll talk to you guys.
All right.